Hi, my name is Jane Frankland, and you're at the right place if you are a cybersecurity leader, consultant, practitioner, or subject matter expert. And in today's episode, I'm going to be answering questions on how you can create your own unique voice, style, and personal brand. So here's a question from Jessica, and she writes, I've been working in security for nearly a decade and I've got lots of experience. I'm keen to get out there more, but how exactly do I create my own unique brand and voice? I feel so stuck for what to write and post, yet I know I need to take charge of this. And I really want to pay it forward and mentor the next generation of security practitioners. But I'm worried about how I'll be viewed and think, why would anyone want to read what I write or listen to what I say? Can you help me? You bet I can, and I'm so delighted that you have written into me to ask this question. I get asked this all the time, and it's really important that you get out there and that you, and with that I mean both online and offline, and that you do find your own unique voice and style, really so that you can get out there and start helping more people and they can start experiencing your thought leadership. So most of the time it's really easy to get stuck in your own head and to really hold yourself back. And one of the first things that I always advise is that you really become aware of this and you get out of your own way. Now, often people hesitate and they avoid and they keep quiet. And that keeps them stuck. It keeps them really paralyzed. And sometimes there's really good reason for doing this. So sometimes it's because something has happened in the past. And we are naturally very good as human beings at keeping ourselves safe. We've existed for more than 200,000 years. So certainly what's important is that you get out there because, as I've said before, people need to hear from you and you have that desire to serve and to help and to pay it forward with regards to the next generation of cybersecurity practitioners and consultants. So I'm going to give you 5 tips that will help you to move forward and to create a brand, a personal brand and voice and style that you're really proud of. So tip number 1 is to start with your objective. Know why you're doing all of this, because if you're exchanging your time for something, you need to know why you're doing that, because time is one, if not the most highly sought after resource. You can never get it back. You can always go and make more money, but you can never get your time back. So often we're all trading time, and when you are clear on your objective, why you're doing, what you're going to be doing on social media with regards to your personal brand, or even offline with regards to your personal brand, it just makes it very easier for you to get on with it. So it takes you away from something, a task, or it takes you away from someone, and that could be your friends or family, or it could be someone that you're working with and really need to spend time with them. So really be very clear about what your objective is. The other thing with your objective, having one enables you to measure how successful you are being with regards to this. So make sure that it is very clearly defined in terms of what you expect to get out of it, what results you want to achieve. So tip number 2 is to determine how best you communicate your thought leadership. So really think about what you enjoy and also what you're good at. So is it through writing? Is it through text? Or is it through speaking? And if it is through speaking, then maybe it's through sound bites or podcasts. Tip number 3 is to challenge yourself with a frequency. So now that you've decided how best you communicate, actually schedule, diarize how often you want to be writing or speaking, videoing, doing sound bites and things like that. And it is important to diarize it and put it in your schedule, because what gets scheduled gets done. So tip number 4 is to think of one main message and then use stories and data to help you get it out there. Stories are really, really good because that's how we learn. They are engaging, they are fun, they are personal, they are unique to you when you use your own stories. The data is really good too. That's really beneficial because obviously we work in cybersecurity and it's a technical field and we have such a huge appetite for it. So that helps you to build credibility, and it also helps to build with the engagement and the trust. So by using both, that just propels you into another league of your own. So tip number 5 is to remember that building a personal brand and unique voice and style doesn't happen overnight. Nobody gets it right first time round. So really pay attention to what your audience is kind of saying, feeding back to you. You're going to know if you're doing something right because people will be commenting, they will be sharing, and they will be liking it, depending upon, which platform they're on. Or they're going to be telling you in person, because remember that building a personal brand isn't just about being visible and vocal online. It's about what you're doing offline as well. So really pay attention and listen out and just watch out for perfectionism, because that can hold everybody back. So that is it for today's episode. I really hope you've enjoyed it. What I want you to do now is to tell me in the comments what techniques or tips you've been using to help you build your personal brand or create your unique voice. And remember that the best action, happens over at the Insecurity Club. So get yourself over to there, and I will see you really soon. Goodbye. Yes, send me your questions. I am literally stacking these up. People reach out all the time to me, and that is wonderful. And I want to help as many people as I can. So one of the ways that I can do this is through these videos. So if you've got a question, send it to me. You can do that through LinkedIn, or you can do it through email, or you can put a comment, in the comments box below. So I will get round to answering your questions through these videos. And that really is it for today. Goodbye.